Hi family, so just another little update on life at the moment. It's been going well. We really settling in now into Cambridge, which is so lovely. Yeah, I've got my routine set out now with the library, so I go and work there in the mornings. I cycle there. I pretty much go to gym, cycle there, and they've got this really cool cycle park. So it's basically like a car park for all the cars, but it's just all the bikes. So there's just hundreds of bikes around, which is really nice, like CCTV and stuff, because bike theft in Cambridge is a pretty big thing. So your bike is never too nice of a bike, but also you still need to be able to ride it. And Matt had his cousin's old bike and he took it in for a service, and they literally were like, you're either going to spend a couple of £100 or you need to retire this bike. So he retired it and got himself a new one, which sad for him, but yeah, it's quite crazy. You don't want to upscale too much. So that's really nice. And then I work there for pretty much most of the day. Sometimes I take lunch there and then I'll just keep working there. Sometimes I'll come home for the afternoon, just depends. But it's nice to be in a routine now for sure. And got my first paycheck this month, so it's still a pro rata one because I only worked for 3 weeks I think for the last month. But that was nice to get some pounds in the bank. And we went to watch Challenges to celebrate and have a beer in the cinema with our recline chairs, so it's so fancy but very cool. And we starting to pick our favorite spots and those sort of things, which is great. Meeting friends has been so nice. We've been doing lots with them. We had a raclette this week. I even tried a shrimp. Was it shrimp? It was a shrimp. Don't like seafood still, but at least I tried it, and the raclette was just incredible. We had so much cheese and meats and breads and potato. It was just really nice, and nice to actually have friends to do that with now, so that's really great. And then we went into London for a day because Matt wanted to do some shopping that he can't do in Cambridge, and all the odd places that no one has ever heard of, but they were quite popular. So I sat with all the boyfriends in a row while Matt shopped with all the girlfriends. A little bit of an odd dynamic, but yeah, it was very nice for him to be able to do that. Nice that we can just pop down to London, which is great. And we had a bank holiday, so a long weekend, and we went to stay with Nicola and James. Just so nice to see them. It's so nice just to be able to see them kind of whenever we want, not whenever we want, obviously they're also busy people, but nice that we can just pop down and go see them. So we spent I think 2 nights with them. The weather was awful those weekends, so we did go into town, but most of the time we just chilled. James made us watch Star Wars. I'm trying to think of it, Star Trek, but it was Star Wars, I'm pretty sure. James, don't hate me. We made him watch High School Musical, so all in all it was a good weekend. And we played some games and yeah, just chilled and got to spend time together, which was great. And then the sun came out for probably 10 days, which was so nice. We went for evening walks, and it's still light here at 9:30. Even on the bad weather days, normally the sun does come out just a little bit, and it's still light until 9:30, which is great. So we've been doing some exploring. We've got cows, as I've said before, in our field, so you can get up so close to them. Not that we choose to, but sometimes they just walk at you, and so you're okay. So that's really cool. There were flower fields. All the flowers are blooming. It's so stunning. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm now fully immersed into the British marketing algorithm, and I'm milking the system. It is great. So I think I put some photos in as well, but I had 8 beers, a pack of 8 craft beers from around the world. I got that for £5. And to put into perspective, to buy a beer, a pint in a bar, restaurant, pub is what it's called, is anywhere between £5 and £7, I'd say. So I got 8 for £5, and I got 3 little gins and 5 mixes and a pack of snacks also for £5. And then something called Simply Cook, which is you cook sort of back home, but it's just the sauces and the spices, so it's not the actual whatever chicken and veg and that sort of stuff. It's just the spices. So I got 4 different recipes, sauces and spices for £1, which is great. So I'm fully in the algorithm and I'm all for it. And yeah, then Matt found a park run to join, so he did that, which was great. My hip was just too tired, so I didn't join him, but I'm keen to try it over the next few weeks, which would be great. And then so many people have been asking me what we eat and what food is here. very similar. Like a lot of our fruit and veg comes, well, a lot of the fruit comes from South Africa, which is quite crazy. Like if you buy it at like the food market, which we've tried, but it's obviously a lot more expensive because it's imported. It does taste really good, but we've kind of been sticking to the local British stuff now, which I think is good to support this economy too. And so we're doing that, and I love to cook, so I pretty much cook dinner every night, and then Matt does the dishes. And I try like new recipes all the time. We never really stick to the same cuisine. I try to go for different cuisines every night, so it's been great. So I've put some photos of the food that we're eating too. But yeah, otherwise we all good and enjoying our new home. Bye, sending so much love.